Hi guys, my name is Icepick and I'm gonna talk about the Witch Doctor pet build. So, first of all, let's start with a build. So currently what I'm using for my primary is Plague of Toads, Reign of Toads. For my right click I'm using Piranhas because I want to gather all the enemies into this single point so that I can spam my toads at exactly the same spot. This way I'm going to be able to get the most fetishes possible. Okay, so I'm also using zombie dogs. So basically there are a few zombie dogs you can use. You can use the leeching beasts, the burning dogs, or the lifelink ones. These others are just, yeah, well, shit, and you shouldn't use them. So I'm using Big Bad Voodoo, Slam Dance. It's one of the best spells which doctors have currently. Also Spirit Walk Jaunt. I want to get myself some increased survivability, so I took 3 seconds.
Yes.
So you can also have
Just making sure she
Healing Journey, so you'll get a little bit of life. All the others are not as good, so damaging enemies with the Spirit Walk is not so bright because you're gonna use it as a defensive spell. So those are basically the same. Honor Guest, well, this build, the pet build, does not need any mana at all, so this is useless. And for my fourth spell, I'm using Gargantuan Wrathful Protector. Okay, so this is the build I'm currently using, but the point is, witch doctors can have a lot of alternate builds. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention my passive skills. So Midnight Feast, because I want an additional zombie dog. Pierce the Veil, this is practically mandatory skill because well, you're not using your mana, so why wouldn't you want to get yourself some more damage? Spirit Vessel, this can be changed. It's okay in this. But Fetish Sycophant, well, this is pretty much mandatory. Okay, so what's the point of this build? I'm using Tornado and my Plague of Toads to summon more fetishes. I have my zombie dog at all times, and I have my Gargantuan when I'm facing the elites. Also, when I'm facing the elites, I'm gonna pop up the Big Bad Voodoo, and so I'm gonna be able to kill them faster. Okay, so let's talk about the alternate skills you can pick. As far as the Gargantuan goes, well, actually you don't need it. You can have the Fetish Army, for example, but it's not as good as option as Gargantuan is because the Fetish Army gets overridden by the Fetish Sycophants. Well, it's a bug, and they are going to fix this in the next patch. So what else can you use? Well, basically anything you like, but I find the Gargantuan or the Mass Confusion to be the best ones. And yeah, this Paranoia, this is very good because you get 20% additional damage, and basically, yeah, that's the only good one. So, but you want to keep your mana up, so you don't want to use any mana spenders because you want to be running around, and well, you're gonna leave all the killing to your fetishes, your zombie dogs, and your Gargantuan, basically. So Let's have a look at gargantuans. Well, this is not good. Well, that's low damage. This one is, yeah, okay, but yeah, not so good. Well, so either are any of those actually. Why? Well, because you are not going to need gargantuan for your entire gameplay. You want them only for elites or big tough group of mobs. So, and this gargantuan deals 575 weapon damage. Uh, I've seen cases where my gargantuan would hit for over 250 million crits. So that's incredible. It was of course in a party with a couple of buffs, but usually when I'm alone I get over 130 million crits from gargantuan. Okay, so let's talk about Big Bad Voodoo. Oh, Spirit Walk, we covered that. Big Bad Voodoo. Well, you can take increased damage, or you can get healing if you have another Witch Doctor, so you can alternate. Actually, those stack. So make sure when you play with another Witch Doctor, it also has Big Bad Voodoo. You take the opposite versions of this spell. Okay, so let's go to alternate passives. These two are pretty much mandatory. This is not, but it's good for survivability, and I like to take it on higher torments. Instead of that, you can also take Gruesome Feast, so you're gonna get more intelligence, basically more damage. The mana part of this spell is, well, not so important. You can also take Grave Injustice. This is a very nice spell because you're going to get your cooldown reduction on your Big Bad Voodoo and on your Gargantuan, and also on your zombie dogs, but they'll probably never die. What you can get also is Fierce Loyalty if you want more zombie dogs, Midnight Feast as I did, or the Zombie Handler. The rest of those are not so good for the fetish build. So basically you have plenty of options here to choose from, and yeah, I'm gonna check them with you with some items later. So let's see what my items are. So basically I like Witch Doctor because he has a lot of options. So you can use this weapon. This is one of the best in slots weapons for Witch Doctor. You can also use any good DPS weapon. Doombringer is also a good alternative, but I didn't get a good one, so I'm not using it. So when you're using the flare, you would actually want to swap this Plague of Toads for the Fire Toads. Why? Well, because this weapon makes them something of a missile seekers. So your Toads will actually not run around like this, they will seek the enemy. But if you're not using this weapon, you shouldn't use any other Plague of Toads but the raining ones. So for any other alternative weapon you have, you have to use the Rain of Toads, because it gives you the best amount of fetishes per second or per minute. So there's quite a bit of discussion on the forums which one of those weapons is the best for for Pet Witch Doctor. I kind of prefer the Star Metal Cookery because I want my Big Bad Voodoo as soon as I can. In my opinion, this is the best in slot weapon when you play with anyone. So if you're not going to do this solo, then you're gonna want the Star Metal Cookery. Never mind damage, you're gonna be the buffer in the party anyway. This or the Doombringer, so Flare, the Doombringer could probably outperform the Star Metal Cookery, but I got a very good roll, so I'm happy with it. Okay, so these three are the best in slot for Witch Doctors. Well, you can use the one you like more, basically. So let's talk about something else, the offhand. So basically you have two options. One of them is Uncapian Serpent, which gives you 30% damage reduction because it's taking it from your zombie dogs. Or you can use the Thing of the Deep. Any other offhand for Witch Doctor is not as good because they don't have good passives. This one, Thing of the Deep, gives you 20% pickup radius in combo with Grave Injustice. You will have your Gargantuan and your Big Bad Voodoo and, well, any other spell off the cooldown very soon. So I kind of prefer to wear my Thing of the Deep because it actually, even though Uncapian Serpent seems to give me more survivability, I'm getting my Spirit Walk and my Piranhas sooner than with the Serpent, so I have a bit more control of the playing field than with the Serpent. Serpent is just, it's pretty passive. With this one you can play around, you can run around the enemies, get your cooldown, then you have, well, you have basically this Spirit Walk all the time, so it's great. What's mandatory for this build is the Mask of Jerem. That's the best in slot. There is absolutely no discussion about what can replace this item, so nothing can. This is the best in slot and you need to have it for higher torments. The next one is Tusker and Tio. These are also best in slot gloves, so not even Mage Fist cannot even compare to this one, but if you don't have it, then yeah, you can use basically anything. Harrington is the next best in slot item for the Witch Doctor pet build because it gives you 120% increased damage after opening a chest or a body or anything similar to that on the ground. As far as the rest of the items go, you can pick basically anything. Zunimasa is no longer such a good item because I've talked about this earlier. You don't have your fetish army always because fetish sycophants are overwriting them. So instead of Zunimasa, I like to run a combo of the Blackthorn, which gives me survivability, extra damage against elites, and well, that's pretty much it. If you have all four, you are immune to Desecrator, Molten, and Plagued ground effects, which is awesome. But instead I chose to wear the Ice Climbers because I have immunity to freeze and immobilize effects. So no freezing, jailing, or slow can stop me or affect me. So I'm just running to anything. Of course, Ring of Royal Grandeur is one of the items you would like to have, but yeah, it's not necessary. You can have basically any other ring. This is probably best in slot because of the combination it gives you with the set items, but not as necessary as the Mask of Jerem or the Tusker NTO. What I like to run in a combo with my Blackthorns is the Oghild set. So what you want to get here is the physical damage. You also want physical on your amulet, and if you can get a physical ring that is Stone of Jordan, which I wasn't so lucky to get it, then you would also want the Stone of Jordan here. Instead of that, I'm using the Tall Man's Finger. This item is so great, it's incredible. It's just this gargantuan dog practically never dies, and it hits really hard, and in combination with my gargantuan and big bad voodoo, I'm able to kill an elite pack on Torment 6 in only a few seconds if I have all my skills up. So make sure to use this. This is if you have it, it's very good. Don't be afraid to use it and try it out. If you don't have it, any other rings would suffice. So let's talk about the Paragon points. What you want to max out is your movement speed. I have 11% movement speed on my boots, but I'm using only 14% movement speed here, and then you want to put the rest onto your intelligence or maybe your vitality if you don't have it enough. But basically you want only intelligence. Mana, you don't need this at all. Never spend on mana. Offense, what you want to get here is critical hit damage first, because your pets prefer critical hit damage. Then you want your attack speed, because your pets do scale off the attack speed, so they don't get more hits, but they actually do greater amount of damage from the attack speed. Yeah, I know it's weird, but you can test it out and it works. Next you can use critical hit chance or cooldown if you like it. So I was just playing around this. So basically critical hit chance, critical hit damage first, critical hit chance second. I have a lot of crit chance, so I don't need it anymore. And attack speed. For defense, you want to get your resist all first, then armor, and then life regen. Life percent is actually the worst kind of damage mitigation. Well, it's not even a damage mitigation. It's the worst thing you can spend on in this defense part. As far as the utility goes, what you want to get first is life and hit. Well, basically, your pets are not doing area damage, so it's not as important. You don't care about the resource cost reduction, so you don't have to put anything here. I just placed Gold Find because, yeah, I find it better than the area damage, because the only spell that's doing area damage is Piranhas. So that's about it, guys. Well, if you have any questions, be sure to post it in the section below. If you like the content, please subscribe, like and favorite the video. And I'm gonna show you some Torment 6 action right after this. So see it, enjoy it, and see you next time. Bye.
You ready? Then we'll try it again.
more time. I strike at your heart. Needs more time. Needs more time. Now. Heal. Heal. Not ready. I am hurt. Needs more time. Need healing. Not ready. Need help. I must wait longer. Need more time. Need more time. Not ready. Need help. Need more time. Need more time. Not ready. Need more time. I must wait longer. Not ready. Your strike is true. Need more time. Need more time. Not ready. Need more time. I need help. I need help. Not ready. Need more time. Need more time. Heal me.